You thought you could control it, didn't you? You thought you could bear my burden and keep Voryn alive. But look at you now, Sigurd.
I have you under control at the moment.
Ah, Sigurd, you truly are a simpleton, aren't you? But I suppose I could expect no less from a Nord. You've taken on this weight, this curse of mine, thinking you're the one in control. But you're just a marionette in my grand play. Why else do you think the ideal masters were so eager to be rid of me? They knew better than you did what my presence would mean.
I won't let you win, Dagoth Ur. Voryn deserves the chance I've given him, and I'll do whatever it takes to ensure that he keeps it.
And that, Sigurd, will be what brings you down. Your willingness to sacrifice everything, to play the noble hero, will sink you. Perhaps you'll learn the true meaning of sacrifice when you see the consequences of your action. Serana was only the beginning, my old friend.
I don't know how long they held me, or how long the Pretender was there. Sigurd wouldn't tell me. He didn't think it'd be helpful. He is the only thing that stands between me and Skyrim, knowing that the ever-proud, ever-brave Ulfric Stormcloak is nothing but a coward, shaking in his boots at the mere sight of an elf. I fear it daily, that the Thalmor will attack, and that everyone will see just how the storm breaks. By Talos, how did it come to this?
It came to this because a bunch of uppity Altmer decided that they owned everything. Perhaps if I'd chosen a side...
I didn't exactly give you a pleasant welcome when you came to my city. I was rude at best, really. Everywhere I looked, I saw elves. I saw her.
It wasn't the greeting you gave me. It was what you did to my people. And who is this her?
Elenwen, the demon that haunts my nightmares, whose face I see every time I close my eyes. And I know. I don't ask for sympathy, Dragonborn. I don't deserve any. I saw that when I sat alone in a cell day after day before the fresh hell that awaited me on the rack. Or when I would be returned to it with my wounds healed, but still aching. I should have seen that my enemy lay before me, not beside me, before it was too late. Now Winterhold is besieged, and we will all...
Ulfric, we're going to live through this. And once the Thalmor are taken care of, you'll make the best apology you possibly can. Right now, we need you, intact, even if you're not up to form. If anyone whose opinion you value walks in, just put on a mask and pretend to be someone else, someone who's strong and confident and would never back down in the face of a challenge. If that's what helps you, then...
Someone like you, maybe?
Me? Wait, you... All right, if that's what works, then fine. I've got to go. I need to get a ring enchanted and get back to the archmage. We're deciding how to approach this battle, and...
Sigurd, why did you keep this from me? And don't give me that bullshit about not wanting to burden me with it, because I've dealt with a lot worse in my time, believe me, a lot worse. I spent centuries alone, and you think I couldn't handle that knowledge? Clearly, that other half of mine has a greater hold over you than you think. Funny, isn't it? How you didn't mention this before now. It certainly would have helped if you'd done it before I told you about the Dragonborn. Tell me, how does he feel about the idea of a nerevarine, Excited, perhaps? You're playing right into his hands, and you can't even see it.
We can debate what to do about this once we've taken care of the Thalmor. It's not important right now, Voryn.
Sigurd, no, Nerevar. I told you the very same thing 3 eras ago, and you shouldn't have listened to me. Just like I am not going to listen to you. I'm going to keep an eye on you, on him. But yes, we do need to talk about the Thalmor. Ah, Dragonborn, there you are.
Got that ring enchanted. But, Archmage, I have a question for you. When were you going to mention you had Ulfric's Stormcloak here? The man shouted at me on sight. He's having a breakdown so bad he thinks I am somebody to look up to. The fuck's going on?
The short version is that the Thalmor had someone in disguise, pretending to be Ulfric while they had him. Caught him during some attack he was making on a bandit camp. They were keeping him, well, it doesn't matter where they were keeping him. The point is he's not in any shape to lead in battle. But we need him here. The Pretender is gone. Ulfric's right-hand man made sure of that. But gods, this is such a mess. But we're going to figure it out.
You're right. We're going to figure it out because we don't have any other choice.
Archmage, an envoys come from the Thalmor camp. They say they want to negotiate, the usual garbage about there not needing to be a battle. What reply do you want sent?
Tell them I'm willing to meet them, but sound as neutral as possible. Torrevan. No, Voryn. Get out the standard of House Dagoth you've got tucked away. I want them to know who they stand against. Let us be sure that the Thalmor know that, when they meet us, that the Dragonborn, Sigurd Nerevar, and Dagoth Ur himself stand against them.
No, not Dagoth Ur. I won't use that name any longer. Lord Voryn Dagoth, awakened Lord of the Sixth House, Lord High Counselor of House Dagoth. Any of those I will use, but not Dagoth Ur.
The risen Lord Dagoth would also work.
Of course you'd know all about that, wouldn't you?
Piss off, Jazargo.